Hello everybody and welcome back to the Wild at Heart. In the last video we made our way to the Grove and Greycoat would like to meet with us and have a little bit of a chat. So we paved the way and now we can go into the Green Witch Catafolk. Now I am probably butchering that pronunciation, even though I looked it up. Sometimes there's some really big words in this game that make me feel a little bit stupid, but basically I think it's just a Latin term for tomb or grave or, something along those lines. So I may just be calling this the witch's tomb or some other more easier to pronounce abbreviation in the future. We do have a few things of note. Obviously, we can't get across the river. We have a collectible in our face that we can't grab at the moment. And over to the right is actually a hidden area. So we can walk right through. We're gonna grab ourselves this chest with another piece of heartroot resin. And we also have the first of Litterbox's cats here waiting for us. A game with a collectible of cats. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. So you gotta go ahead and destroy the boxes when you find the cats. If you can throw spritlings at the box, then you can usually unlock the cat and they will go back to the grove. So luckily we have a way just to hop across. There is another camp here. And we're gonna go ahead and talk to Greycoat here. We're gonna have a lot of dialogue coming up. This is an important place to us. This is the Catafolk of the Green Witch. So we can ask about the Green Witch, who was apparently gracious and kind, powerful. She used to be a green shield and her name was Stick Figures when she was alive. The stickmen you see adorning these branches were her work. They are small wards against evil. The Green Witch, she saved me. I can't recall how, but my heart remembers that it was so. She gave me a family again. She was like a mother to me, to many of us. Excuse me, it's been some time since I've visited her. I wasn't expecting. With her as the leader of this Green Shield chapter, she kept us organized, kept the Spritlings safe, and made sure that the Never stayed away. You may have noticed that the others and I have a bit of magical potency. A little. Well, we're nothing compared to her. She could do incredible things, things that are hard to put into words. Not least of her abilities was that she was the only one who could open the door to the deep woods. And that's why you're here, Wake. Huh? She passed some time ago, not in the manner that you or I will eventually succumb, however. She's too powerful for such a simple fate. She is the deep woods now. She's all around us. It's not by accident that you didn't find the woods you were used to when you stepped beyond your back door. Stick Figures opened the way for you. How did you know? She needs you. Why me? Well, I don't have the answer to that just yet, but it must be for some reason. She doesn't make mistakes. She chose you. And that's why I'm giving you this. And we get ourselves a key item simply called the book. The actual name of this thing is quite the mouthful. It is missing some pages, and it was originally owned by somebody called Big Pockets. It's a book. It says, hopefully I can read this, the ensorcelled missive of the Hermetic Order of the Verdant Shield. But then someone just stuck a piece of tape over it with the word book written on it. Aye, it's book. It is quite potently magical in nature. It learns. It will help you with all things within the deep woods. This is great and all, but shouldn't you have it? Or one of the green shields? Gray coat? What was that? We forgot how to read, okay? That's why we call it book. We couldn't even remember what it was originally called. The saucepan misfit of the hormonal... Never mind, okay? Okay, geez, relax. Wake, I want to task you with something. Will you hear what I have to ask? I mean, I don't really have a choice, so lay it out on me, Greycoat. You truly are a remarkable tiny old man. Our order, these deep woods, we are failing. Her hold on the Never, it weakens. The strengthening of the Never saps our magic and our minds. We can't even remember our own names. If she loses control completely, the barrier will disappear. The Never will be unleashed upon your world. What I task you with is this. Help restore the order. In these woods are other green shields that have gone astray, off on missions that I fear have failed. Rally our wayward green shields and bring them back. Paper Plains is often Wispwagon, searching for an old ally. We already opened the way to Wispwagon earlier on. Toothpicks ventured far to the west, her destination the stormy regions of Catafolk Coast. Wild ravines and watery grottos lie between here and there. Tread lightly. Lastly, the twins. They traveled north to the snowy highlands of Frostfields. I have taken the initiative of marking on your map these locations. These green shields will help renew our grip on the confines that keep the Never contained. Wake, will you undertake this task? I don't mind, but I am a little bit curious about where Kirby fits into all of this, because remember, our friend is presumably still out there looking for us? I would love to help, really, but what about my friend? I was supposed to meet her. I don't blame you for being worried. Though I dare say we can't do it without you, and I'm sure your friend will be fine. Okay, I guess I'll help, but Kirby's gonna kill me. Then it is decided and done. Russell, is that you? I see. Well, that is interesting indeed. Just one moment. Wake, before you go, Brussel has observed something of significance between you and the Spritelings. There is a unique connection there, one not seen for some time. Indeed, he thinks you may be able to bring out the best in them. For example, do you see that plant bulb there? Twiglings once knew how to speak with such flora to encourage growth. Try tossing them at it. See if you can't remind these old souls of forgotten traits. Dare I say, the deep woods truly is waking up. Okay, enough talking. Use the tools we have given you. Go forth now as the newest green shield of this Willow Vale chapter, officially, kind of. Bring the missing green shields back to the Order. With their help, we will renew our grip on the Never. Alright. So there's that. If we want to have a look at the book that he's given us, basically we can go into our menu here and it serves as an encyclopedia. So we can pick up pages to fill this thing out, but as you run into enemies, you will be able to read up on them a little bit. We have a bit of information about all the different characters we've come across, as well as some information about all of our different spritlings. Obviously, we just have the twiglings for now. So if you need a reminder about their special traits and the things that they do, you'll be able to find all that stuff here. So that's there for us. And I don't think there's really much else to do in this area. We're gonna pick up some collectibles here. And we're gonna try out our ability to grow plants. So we're gonna throw some twiglings over here at these plant bulbs, and they will be able to grow things. So in this case, lily pads. You'll also be able to grow vines as well. Go ahead and pick up that page for our book. Be careful when you're throwing the twiglings across the water. You don't want them to get stuck in the water because they can't swim. And that's about it for this area for now. I can't think of anything else I need to do in there. So we're going to use our new abilities. And we're going to make a little bit of progress. So obviously the first thing we're going to do is we're going to grow these vines. That'll just serve as a bit of a shortcut here. I also forgot to mention also that now that we've gotten the tutorial about the day and night cycle, we do actually have the, I guess you would call it, meter on the bottom right side of the screen besides our spriteling menu. So you can see that there is a sun right now, which means that we're kind of in the middle of the daytime. And we need to keep an eye on how much daylight we have left because we don't want to be left out wandering in the dark, essentially. So we'll go ahead and we'll grow this little pathway here. And up here we have ourselves a new camp. So we'll vacuum all of the junk off of the well. And once that's done, we have now set up a camp for ourselves. There's another page for us as well. And then in this area, we also have ourselves a teleporter as well. So we can now go between the Central Deep Woods and the Grove. These two areas are really, really close together, so it's not like the Grove isn't within walking distance, but both of these are pretty good areas to have unlocked. I find myself going to these two areas quite a bit. So we now have that ability unlocked. Oh, no, I went to the craft table. I meant to go to my stash box so I can put some stuff into my stash so I have some inventory space. And we have 11 spritlings. Now I think we should be okay with that number. I'm gonna risk kind of going out and doing a few things before we lose the rest of our daylight. So once we've made our shortcut and we're able to go into our camp, we can go around this area here that was blocking us using the twiglings. And we're going to build this bridge. So if nothing else, I'm going to go ahead and build this. Go ahead and defeat this guy here. Perfect, thank you. And then I'm going to get them to bring the twigs down. This rock here requires 35 sprites, which we first of all do not have, and second of all are not allowed to carry. And we are on the trail of our newest type of spriteling. You can see him there, it's a little red guy. Oh, hold on. Alright. I was trying to avoid this guy and just kind of ignore him, but it looks like we're gonna have to take care of this guy at least. Which isn't going so well. Hold on. I don't want them to get squished to death. There we go. Alright. So, as I was saying, I'm gonna try and get them to just finish building our bridge over here. And then we can start to chase after that other spriteling that we saw. So just for good measure, I think I'll destroy this guy as well. Enemies in this game do respawn, but they don't respawn super quickly. So if enemies are in your way, it is best, I think, to just kind of get rid of them. And as you can see, we have to open up this gate, but we can't because our windmill is busted. So if we read this sign, this is called the Crud. It is safe to humans, but deadly to spritelings. Wake can walk across this stuff just fine and is in no danger, but the spritelings cannot. Luckily, they are smart enough to kind of just stop themselves, but this is an instant death. This stuff will kill them as soon as they step on it, so you have to be really, really careful. I'm gonna try and vacuum these guys towards me without making them land in the crud. We'll go ahead and rescue another one of Litterbox's cats. And I think I may be short. Oh, no, I thought I was short a sprite or two, but they were just left behind, which is perfect, because I need 4 of these guys to fix my windmill. And we're gonna go ahead and open up the gate. Now, you can see that it's starting to get darker out. And that means that I really have to be getting back to my camp. Wake, you are in danger. Night is falling soon. You must get somewhere safe and quick. The dark is bad. Make haste to the nearest camp or return to the grove. Weak green shields find it best to just sleep until the morning when it's safe again. If you do find yourself out in the dark, I would advise you to seek out pockets of light. The never gazers can't stand it. Very good advice. So you'll kind of see the scenery change a little bit, and you will also hear the music change as well. So we actually made some pretty good timing, if I do say so myself. We made the most out of today. I think we made some really, really good progress. So I am going to go ahead and sleep here tonight, and in the morning we will pick up from this point in this exact camp. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope that I will see you next time.